Hello friends, welcome to Sahu Studies. In this video, we are going to discuss about managed tables in Spark SQL. So let me tell something about the managed tables. Whenever we are creating a table without providing any kind of information related to where the table will going to store, or we can say without providing any location information, then the table will going to create in the default database, or if we provide the database name, then it will going to create in that database name, but the location would be in Hive warehouse. And if we are going to delete the table, the associated data which is present in DBFS location in Hive warehouse, those data will also deleted. That's why whenever we are going to create a managed table, we should be very cautious that if anyone delete drop the table, then its associated data will also going to delete. So I will show you in this exercise how we can create a managed table, and I will also show you if we drop the table, then its related data will also be deleted. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a table with the help of a create table command. This is the database which we have created. I'm going to create AP customer managed in this database only by providing only two columns, AP ID and AP name. We will see the metadata of this particular table. We can also see extra metadata which is associated with this table. We will insert a record in the table with the help of an insert command. We can see what is the total number of tables which are associated in this DB. We have done it in my previous example. If you want, you can do it. Otherwise, I am going to skip it because I have done this in my previous video. I can also see the table is present in this location. This is the default location which I was talking about, that users / hive / warehouse. This is the default location. So each and every managed database or table will going to create here only. So this is the database. That's why all the tables are present inside this folder. We will also going to drop the table. This is the table name which we have just created. We will going to drop the table name. After the dropping the table, if we will going to see what is present in this location, we can see we will going to see no data will be present here, because this table is a managed table and we have dropped this table with the help of a drop command. Then its associated data will also going to delete. So let's do this exercise in Databricks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another notebook. Name the notebook as create managed table. Create managed table. Connect this notebook with our running cluster. How we are going to create a table? We are going to create a table with the help of a create table command, and here we have to provide the data base name, then AP Spark underscore SQL underscore DB is the name of the database. In that database, I am going to create AP customer manage table by providing the schema one name by providing schema which has two columns. One is AP ID which is of int type, and then AP name which is of string type. Let's run it. This table has been created successfully. We can see the table by using this command. First we need to use this use command, and then we have to put show tables. How we are, and then run it. So there are two tables which we have created. One table is this one. The name of the table is AP customer managed. So let's see the metadata which is associated with this table. So how we are going to see the metadata? With the help of a describe command and describe table. And what is the name? And what is the name of the table? Do not name of the table is this one. No need to put. I think table describe will going to work. Here there are two columns and its data type is visible here. We can also see the extended describe extended and database name and the table name. Here we can see one thing, type. This type is important. This is the managed type, which is stating that the table which we have created inside this database is of managed type. Let's insert some records in it. So how we are going to insert it? We are going to use insert into name of the database and the table name, and the values are, there are only two columns. So let's insert some values in it and then run it. This data has been inserted here. So let's select it. Select star from column name, database name and the table name, and run it. We can see only one records are there. Let's see the location. Okay, if we go here, there is a location is provided. So this is the location, right? AP SQL DB. Let's go to here. So how we are going to see the location? We are going to see the location with the help of FS and then LS. LS till data is name. We can see there is a table which has been created here. That is the AP customer managed. So this is the managed table. If you delete the table, the data will also going to delete it. So if we table will also going to delete it, data will also going to delete it. Table will going to delete it from here, and data will going to delete from here, from this data base. Okay, so how we are going to perform this exercise? Let's first drop the table. Drop table and schema name, that is the database name and the table name. Let's copy from here and paste here. Let's run it. See, table is successfully dropped. We can validate from here also. This is the AP SQL DB. This AP customer extended table is not present here. And if we see the data from where we need to see, we need to look in this folder. We can also see the associated data has been deleted from here also. If we can see above, this was present when the table was there. Now we have dropped the table. Table is also dropped, and its related data which is stored here in the data in this location, it's also getting deleted. So we can see how manage table works in Spark. So manage table will going to present in the location whenever where we want, but it will going to delete data as well as table whenever we are going to drop that particular managed table. So let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.